I used to be a contortionist. Basically, I did my first shows on the street. I wanted to become a street performer after seeing a documentary about contortionists where there was this really cool street performer. Did it a few times, really wasn't working out for me, wasn't making much money. My housemate went to see the Circus of Horrors, came back home, said, "Oh my god, Ritchie, you should be in that show." I sent Hayes some of my photos over email. Hayes got straight back to me, said, "I want to come and see you perform." He came to see me in Covent Garden. I did a show for about 3 people. One person put 50p in my hat. Hayes took me for dinner, offered me a job in the Circus of Horrors. I went up to Stockton-on-Tees, did a month of shows with them, 2 shows a day, every day. Crazy show to be in, all sorts of performers. There were acrobats, musicians, circus, trapeze acts, and Gary Stretch with the stretchy skin. A really cool show to be in. Hayes, such a funny, crazy guy. We then went up to Edinburgh. It was my first time in a circus, first time away in a touring show. A lot of the people in the show knew each other, they were in the family, long-time comrades. Didn't make so many friends in the show. I was a vegan at the time, into animal rights. One lady there, she trained animals in the circus. When I told her I was into animal rights, she didn't like me. One day Hayes said that we all had to go out giving out flyers during the daytime. I was a bit annoyed about this. We had to do 2 shows every day, no days off, and I wasn't too happy about doing this. All the people from the show were hanging out one day. I was having a moan about this. The girl who trained the animals went to him, said I'd been bad-mouthing him. We're in the middle of the show. Halfway, Hayes comes up to me, white face, hands covered in fake blood. Hayes said, "You've been bitching about me. You're sacked. Job off." I burst into tears. That was the end of my career in the Circus of Horrors, although I did come back for 2 nights. Anyway, a few years later, I was working as a contortionist, did so for 10 years, worked around the world, did a lot of TV shows, little part in a Harry Potter movie, and I ended up on the same bill as Hayes and the mini version of the Circus of Horrors one night. It was all cool, like nothing had happened. We were happy to see each other. And then Hayes rang me a few months later. They needed a freak in the Circus of Horrors one night. I think Gary Stretch wasn't available, so they wanted a crazy, weird performer. So I got back into the Circus of Horrors for 2 nights. We performed in Stoke-on-Trent, my hometown. My parents came to see the show. Hello, Mum and Dad. Couple of Doktor Haze stories. He had a great sense of humour. Just before I went off to join the circus, travel with them in the north of England, I was living with my parents in Stoke-on-Trent. This is the days before mobile phones. He rang my parents' landline. Hayes said, "Yes, can I speak to Richard? It's his doctor." And my mum said, "Oh, your doctor's on the phone." "My doctor?" "It's Hayes, Doktor Haze." When I was first joining the Circus of Horrors, Hayes said to me,
"You have to dye your hair purple."
I'd never coloured my hair in my life before. I bought some hair bleach. My mum helped me to bleach my hair and then colour my hair purple. When I got there to the show, nobody had coloured hair apart from me. I said, "Oh, Hayes told me to dye my hair purple." "Oh yeah, he told us all that." Of course, nobody did it apart from me. What's he doing? Oh, he's clicking subscribe. I hope my memory is correct, but when I rejoined for that couple of nights, I believe the tour was called The Asylum. And in the second half of the show, we began with me strapped to a bed, and Hayes is over me as a kind of mad doctor, and the curtain's just opening, and Hayes starts tickling me on the bed. I'm with handcuffs, and Hayes starts tickling me. And I am crazy ticklish. I nearly ripped out these chains from the set. Hayes was wonderful at media, getting himself in the newspapers, this kind of thing. In the Circus of Horrors before me, there was a contortionist called Rubber Paul. When I joined the show, they called me Rubber Ritchie. A local newspaper comes to see the show, they take some photos. 2 days later, Hayes hands me a newspaper. I open it up, big picture of me in the newspaper. Big cool picture of me with my leg behind my head. And the caption says, "Contortionist Rubber Johnny." And I say,
"Hayes!"
And I hear him in the background laughing his head off. What a prolific entertainer. Such a job running a big show like that, was dealing with all those people, keeping it on the road year after year. How many years the Circus of Horrors was running, I don't know. So many people in it over the years, in and out of that show. It was never at the big level of Cirque du Soleil, something like this. Circus of Horrors always a bit rough around the edges, which is why they hired me. They're always great shows, everyone had a great time. I can't believe he's gone. I just assumed the Circus of Horrors would be around forever. And such a shame that we won't be able to see Hayes on stage anymore. Will the Circus of Horrors continue without him? I don't know. Hayes was the Circus of Horrors. Without Hayes, is it going to go on? Comment below about the Circus of Horrors. Were you in the show? You knew someone in the show? Did you see the show? What do you remember about the show? When I was in there, there was a lady swinging from her hair across the stage. Hayes was breathing fire, swallowing fire. There was a girl in the bottle. Hello, Jen. Yo, Hayes, thank you for putting me in your crazy show. We're going to miss you, buddy. Love you, Doktor Haze. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hello, what is your name?